In today's video, I will reveal 10 signs that are screaming and telling you that it's time to quit your job ASAP. But before that, do you feel stuck in your current job? Do you feel that your job is draining your energy and your happiness? If so, you're not alone. 52% of the working population feels the same way. And I am going to share the red flags that you need to look out for to understand if it's time to resign and move on for better opportunities. And the 10th sign is the most crucial one. Knowing when to walk away from your current job is a decision that will significantly impact your life and your well-being. So let's dive into the 10 warning signs that should not be ignored. The first one, lack of growth opportunities. Even after doing everything possible, you're not moving up the ladder. You're not seeing any progress, no career development, no career growth. You're at the same position for years. Then that is a sign. If you see others getting promoted and not you, then you need to start looking out for opportunities elsewhere. The second one is toxic work environment, where there is politics, there's backstabbing, there's no teamwork, everyone is trying to pull each other down. There's no sense of unity. People working in silos, people not sharing information. All of this creates an environment which is not conducive to teamwork. That's when you feel stressed out, you feel anxious. It sometimes can lead to depression as well. So if you see these signs, then you need to take a call for your mental health and for your well-being. The third one is the nature of work. What you have been hired for is not what you actually have been assigned to. Your work is boring. It doesn't challenge you. It doesn't motivate you. You feel that it is monotonous. You feel undervalued with the kind of work. It doesn't give you satisfaction. You don't enjoy doing it. If this is the case, then you need to start looking out. You need to look at opportunities, maybe within the group or probably in some other organization to match your skill set. The fourth one is poor work-life balance. If your workload is so much that it consumes all your time and energy and you don't have any time for your family, then that is a big, big sign. You need to balance your work life and your personal life. You need to take time out for your family, your kids, your friends, your passion, what you love doing. But if you continue working 12 hours a day, working on the weekends, your boss calls you up on the weekend and you don't have a balance, then that, my friend, is going to lead to stress, anxiety, and even burnout. So that's a big sign. So the fifth one is salary concerns. Let's say you feel that you are underpaid. Okay, your salary doesn't match the skill set that you have, or you don't feel that you're getting the compensation that you're worth. Then that can be one sign. Another sign about salary can be zero increment, or revising the salary to a reduced amount. Then that is also another sign that you have to look at. Because if you get zero increment, or if the increment is very, very minimal based on your contribution, then you need to think. The third one is important. Your salary is not credited for a month and two. That, for me, is a red flag. That means that you're in a situation where you should start looking out immediately. So these are a few salary issues that you can take as a sign. The sixth one is constant stress. Now we all know that chronic stress has severe effects on our mental and physical health. And work at times can be stressful. But if you're feeling overwhelmed and if you're feeling that you're getting to the stage of burnout, Or let's say if your team, the workload is so much that you're expected to do overtime every single day, then that will have an effect on your health. If you're required to work for long hours, you're required to work in night shifts, or you're required to work on weekends without breaks, then that certainly will affect your sleep, will affect your physical health, and will affect your mental health. It will create that stress, and that is not worth it. The seventh one is lack of recognition. Now, not being recognized, appreciated for your hard work, your contribution, your achievements can erode your motivation, can make an engaged employee completely disengaged. It is very important for a leader to recognize and appreciate their people for their contribution, their efforts that they're putting in, for what they bring to the table. And if you are not being appreciated for all that you do, then that's not probably the right place for you to be. The eighth one is no alignment with your values. So let's say your job doesn't align with what you believe or what your values are, or you feel that you're doing something which doesn't align with your belief system, you feel it's unethical, then that is something like, compromising on your integrity, which is a huge thing. So if you are in such a role, then you need to start looking for something which aligns to your value system. The ninth one is no sense of purpose. After a while, you start thinking about, what your purpose is, or you try to find meaning in the work that you do. Now, it is very difficult to find that fulfillment, right? Because not every job is satisfying. And that's why they say job satisfaction is a myth, correct? So if that is the case, if you feel that what you're doing is not giving you that sense of fulfillment, or you're just doing it for the money but are not interested in the kind of work that you're doing, then maybe you need to find something more meaningful. Among all these red flags, this one stands out to be the most critical. The 10th one, a bad boss. Now, as per a survey, 57% of our working population, they leave because of their boss. If your boss is a micromanager, or if your boss is someone who doesn't appreciate you, who always criticizes you, who doesn't see your hard work, who doesn't see your contribution, or who is sarcastic, who has favorites, a boss who doesn't respect you, who doesn't feel that you are of value to the organization, or if your boss abuses verbally or physically, then it's time. It's time for you to move. In summary, recognizing these red flags are crucial for your personal and professional growth. So always trust your instinct, listen to your inner voice, believe in your gut while making that job change. Your happiness and your well-being should be your top priority. I would love to hear from you on what was the reason that you quit your last job. And don't forget to subscribe for more career advice videos, and hit the like button if you found this video helpful. Remember, it's never too late to make a positive change in your career. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.